have to keep going.
That's far enough.
His thoughts invade your own, probing for purchase. Your parasite purrs in recognition.
Ah, one blessed like myself. What news, true soul? Right enough.
You'll find Z'rell in the audience chamber, true soul. She'll be wanting to hear from you.
If it's an audience she desires, an audience let us provide.
Praise the Absolute.
I have something to ask.
Plenty of supplies if you're...
In her name. We are fit.
Oh, that's grotesque. Don't stare. You'll only encourage it.
The There is only Sir all will.
There can be no doubt. This is the place. This is where we'll discover the secret of the Absolute.
A moment, true soul. You use a spoon to stir the soup, Barnabas. Forget the axe, my darling. Now, how can I help you? Soft and sweet as pudding, isn't he? He no longer remembers his life in the wild. That is the gift the Absolute gave me when I stood before her. To rewrite the lives of her faithful. Make them believe there's something better. Praise her works. Committed by the hands of her faithful. Observe. Barnabas, sweetie. Come show what a good boy you are. What would you like him to do? Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you, Barnabas?
You feel her will surge outwards and envelop the creature, inexorable as the tide.
No, Barnabas! We talked about this.
like rope drawn taut beneath the blade, the connection simply snaps.
No. Barnabas, darling. No!
There's a parasite in that core.
All trace of restraint is gone. Barnabas has tasted blood, and wants more. As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Should mind my step. Wish I had a bag of holding.
These are the stalking grounds of Steelclaw, furless one. Tread lightly. Fortunately for you, the slithering vermin I hunt has my attention. For now. I intend to. I braved lapping waters and leaking ships to find this prey. I butchered many, and will butcher many more. But this one I toy with. I slice, I tear, and when the time is right, I will bite its head off and bathe in its innards! Your mocking tone is a mistake. You're first and last. You clearly yearn for death. A wish I am happy to oblige. Sleep with one eye open. Furless one. Quiet, lest I'm
way too big.
Quiet, lest I'm...
This is the spot that's marked on that map. You picked the wrong fight, friend.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
What's hiding here? Moving in.
Hush! Meat sounds above. Here. No! Meg only small. This huge. In walls above. Maybe whole tower. You find meat? You share.
need a quick word.
Don't mind Meg and her meat sounds. It's just her brain slopping around in her skull.
You'd find better lodgings out in... I know we're all one under...
And this was funny when it was just...
Ah, a new face come to bask in the light of the Absolute. How can I be of service, true soul? Of course. Just before some godless lunatic purged the place of every innocent soul. A pity neither of us saw what happened. Better to keep that quiet, unless you want another look from the receiving end. Look around. All manner of beasties united against the enemies of the Absolute. Quite a god to bring them all together, and quite a fool who'd draw their ire. Hmm? I'm not the one putting on an act, true soul. Though I'd mind how well you mouth your prayers. Spend enough time in this place, and you might just start to believe them. But look at me, preaching, when I'm only here to serve. Anything to trade, true soul? An honor, true soul.
One soul. Of many thoughts.
It's Roa you want.
Each pack of recruits, they can't trust them to sweep the stables, let alone swing a sword. Yeah. They're deadweight, not real believers like us. Thank you, true soul. In her name.
I never thought I'd make it.
I wouldn't have if not for the lantern guy.
I've got the novices in hand, true soul.
We are each of us threads in her design.
If you have coin, then show it. Ha! Bark, bark, like a warg pup you are. The Absolute needs warriors for her crusade. But I see only weaklings in this place. Prove it! Who's singing your name? That was you. I heard Ragslin was tough as dragon meat. Want anything from my stash? You pay less than the rest.
Keep your distance, darling.
I'm ready.
At the ready.
There's no time to waste.
Which way to the nearest library? One with the weave.
Slaughter well, true soul.
Another true soul. The disciple will want to see you. Through the main doors.
We've all got our part in her design. Just
Light on my feet.
Welcome, true soul.
Better not be cursed.
I saw it, Trousseau. The army. They're nearly ready. It's nearly time. We march to Baldur's Gate. Us? We are so many. And we are marching to Baldur's Gate as soon as the Absolute gives word. I've never been to battle. I've never been to war. But I feel so calm. Ready. The General is inside.
Wouldn't head into the main hall if I were you.
Welcome back, true soul. Zurel.
Bunch of the others were rounded up in the main hall a while ago.
Heard a rumor, some do-good, whoever it was, better pray.
Araj Oblodra, trader in blood and the sanguineous arts. It is a pleasure to stand before a true soul and your pale companion. I'd like to offer my services, if you're willing. Please. You think someone in my line of work wouldn't recognize a vampire spawn when they see one? I trade in blood, and the potions that can be wrung from it. I'm more than happy to make you one, if you'd honor me with your blood. With one drop, I can brew a rather potent potion for you. The rest, I keep for myself. No idea, but it will be unique to you. Your blood essence and the Absolute's blessing intertwined. We can learn exactly what that means together, Research, naturally. A little experimentation, perhaps. I have an innate curiosity for all things sanguine. Just a little prick and it's all over. Close your eyes. There we are. All of your very best traits in a bottle. Use it well. Although perhaps there's one more thing we could discuss. Your vampiric friend.
Oh, don't worry. We're all friends under the Absolute. I won't bite.
Oh, I'd prefer if you did. I assume he belongs to you? I'm sure he really believes that. How utterly adorable. Do you have a name, Spawn?
Astarion, but hold on.
Good. Now, Astarion. I've dreamt of being bitten by a vampire since I was a young girl.
I'm sorry, you want to be bitten?
To feel your life's blood slipping away. To dance on the edge between life and death. Yes, I want it. I'll even compensate you. A potion of legendary power that forever increases the strength of the one who consumes it. It's not for sale, but it's yours if you bite me.
I will have to decline.
Excuse me? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and you're squandering it.
I gave you my answer.
Can't you talk some sense into your obstinate charge?
I'm sorry, but could you excuse us a moment? Are you actually asking me to do this? Trading me for some potion? Because there's something wrong with her blood. I can smell it from here. It's rank. I suppose you have a point.
I don't have all day, true soul.
Fine. I'll do it. Darling, I've had a sudden change of heart. After all, who could resist such a delectable neck? Hold very, very still.
Incredible. Incredible.
Oh, hells.
Not to your taste.
You're fetid, full of corruption.
I feel exquisite, though. So here's my part of the bargain. I hope you find it as satisfying as I found this. It was everything I imagined, and then more. I'll be able to put this to good use. Saving that. Welcome back, true soul. Come back any... You haven't felt like prey in many moons, Iraj.
Well, hello. Leaving tricks.
You haven't felt like prey in many moons, Iraj.
Don't mind if I do. Blessed oblivious. Almost too
Caught with your hand in a pocket.
Never a dull moment.
Welcome back, true soul.
Let me work my magic.
Come back anytime.
Direct me.
I've got a long road ahead.
Yes?
Careful, I bite. Go.
She sees every...
How about this?
Is that blood? No, never mind. Time to press ahead. Huh, I'll give it a shot.
hang around this door like a bad smell.
Something over there.
True soul business.
Saving
for us.
All that is at stake, considering how close we are to the conclusion of our efforts.
Through a narrow crack in the wall, you hear something shift against stone. The pulse of a crawling, living thing. You can't quite catch a glimpse, but you recognize this feeling. The same alien presence you felt on the Nautiloid. Your awareness unfolds, expanding through every wall in the tower, every mind. A vast living network extending down into the dark, where something wakes.
What in the hell's... Oh no, not again.
It's a trap!
Tendrils snap like iron cords around your wrist. That presence in your mind looms large, closer now. You stop resisting, your arm bending with the movement of the flesh. And suddenly, an opening appears. With a soft sucking sound, your hand pulls free. The flesh within the wall retreats.
Careful. In future, you can't just stick your hand in every strange hole you come across.
The tentacle pulses within the wall. There is no hesitation this time. The tendrils tighten. The presence is no longer approaching you, but encircling you, observing you.
I am. We are.
A pause, as if it struggles to compress its vast being down into terms you can understand.
This is the voice they have given me. To better speak to your kind without breaking you. I was once a servant of the grand design. Now I'm a slave to theirs. But you are the flaw in their design. The single thread that could unravel everything they've planned. They name themselves chosen, but they are slavers. They will use me to bind this world, but I cannot bind you. You must come to me, so I can become myself again.
A world away, the grip on you tightens. A desperate, drowning thing that pulls you down with it.
Come, become.
Enough! Break off from that thing!
An illithid oubliette. Right beneath the towers.
What is this place?
A colony must be close. That must be where the tadpoles are coming from. There's an illithid parasite in that corpse. You should take a look.
Look, there's something on the other side. No way through from here, though.
Hokora. Wonderful. What's inside?
The corpse does. The corpse regards you lifelessly.
The Absolute Chamber. We meet her. We ascend.
The corpse remains silent. That was more.
Vermit. True soul.
Something good here, I hope.
Keep your blade close. How much longer will this take? Let's go. What's that? Best think ahead, or I'm lost. Light on my feet. I'll strike you down.
Cloak and dagger, my favorite. Focus, strike true.
Let's have some courage. The subtle approach. With finesse.
Come on, can't stay idle. Light on my feet. Unleash me. With ease.
Bleed for me.
I'm ready.
Still alive, so that's progress.
No time to dally.
Still breathing, despite everything. Open up. If not over, then through. Here we go.
I swear there's congealed blood between my toes.
That's curious.
current is powerful, pulling at the boat. Should you leave, you will not be able to return to Moonrise Towers this way.
That's curious.
These boots have seen everything.
Don't speak to the prisoners.
A long way to go still.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Wits and blades always sharp.
How delicious.
Quite ready for you.
My faith will guide me.
At least things have stayed interesting. Another step forward.
Did you request this post too? Don't get chatty with the prisoners.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Nimble. Check for gaps, cracks, anything to leverage the rock. Nichols, tools. Get creative. This rock is basalt. It'll crack with enough pressure. Ah! Don't mind us, true soul. The back wall is weak.
Your conversation has been cut short. These prisoners are for Disciple Balthazar's attention only. Your association with Disciple Balthazar inspires respect and a touch of fear. You are free to speak to the prisoners.
I know. You ordered that guard about as if you were the Absolute herself. What do you want with us, exactly? Were I to get such help, I'd be appreciative. But why would a true soul be offering? Barkus is out here? Didn't think he had the stones. Well, if he sent you, you're no slave to the Absolute. You're a damn wolf among sheep, aren't you? I reckon you and I were meant to meet. I'm Wilburn. All that matters is how we're gonna get out. Us and the tieflings both. An iron hand leaves no one behind. We need tools. That head case of a warden robbed ours, but anything that breaks rock will do. Even if it's not iron hand quality. Whatever you find, throw it through the bars. But for the love of Gerdel, make sure a guard doesn't see you. Or we're both done for. It's only a matter of time.
Have you slept at all?
You want to help? The gnomes couple cells down are up to something, and we're in.
Whatever it is, we're in. Don't leave us in here.
Be a dear and
Here goes nothing.
Plant one foot in front of the other.
A new face.
Bet that will fit in my pack.
The gnomes are rebellious.
To the prisoners, I mean. Any one of them accept the Absolute?
Ugh. Then I shall have to keep them busy praying for mercy from other gods, won't I?
Don't get too close to the...
All's well here?
Mistaken. Sure.
Enjoy the view. This feels like it'd stretch all the way to the... I'm afraid you missed the ship, Trousseau. But there'll be another along soon enough. We're already stacking the cargo. Baldur's Gate. The army marches overland. But we sent some friends ahead to smooth the way. Nothing of note. Just supplies for the battle ahead. I've already checked it twice over.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Right you are, I suppose. Check away.
Anything of use?
Stand clear of the car. Respectfully, true soul. They're not to be opened until they reach the city. The Absolute smiles on them that follow orders. And I don't plan on being a guard for long, true soul. Thank you.
A wave of sick familiarity radiates from one barrel amidst the cargo. Tadpoles, sleeping and scarcely aware, but echoing yours 100-fold.
Look at them all. Enough to infect an entire army.
A pattern of blank minds, newly born. They carry only a bare shred of memory, inherited from something older. A sleep of centuries. The birth and destruction of a settlement above forming only background noise to the dream. Until something descended down into the darkness, and the dreamer awoke.
They don't know what they are. Not yet. Unless we taught them to be something else.
I feel it. Hollow behind the back. Your feet fly fast, my friend. And water.
Must be on my way. Seems.
You slept at all?
Have you?
Fair point. Seems like a good moment to talk.
Perhaps not. Your face is rather bland. Regardless, know this. I am the Warden. The prisoners are my charges, and I answer to Disciple Balthazar himself. Stay on my good side.
Your mind swirls with information about the prison. The small levers behind the warden's desk open every cell, while the larger one triggers the alarm. And interesting items confiscated from prisoners lie above the warden's office, just up the ladder.
If you are going to stare, kindly do it elsewhere. As I said, you are free to roam where you wish, but do not speak to the prisoners. Anyone who refutes the Absolute is an enemy of mine, true soul. He sounds important, and I'm afraid the mere dregs are the only ones left in my... Indeed. But all are kept out of reach and under constant surveillance in the office of... My... They are letting... He is chief advisor to General Ketherick, and one of the Absolute's favored. His neck... My face might be bland, but yours... It is now... A pity you're already failing, then.
A crime's being investigated in this area. You appear to be a criminal would never speak.
Most excellent. Still breathing, despite everything. Very well.
Your bad behavior caught this guard's eye. What do you have to say? You've convinced them.
Good work. We're gonna wait until it's quiet and then bust out the back wall. We'll grab the tieflings along the way. We'll need them if it comes to a fight. You, however, are the clincher. Once we move, keep the patrols busy. If the bastards spot us, all of bloody Moonrise will come down on us. We'll move once it's quiet. Until then, be ready.
This is a restricted area. Time to explain yourself, or this guard will be restricting you to a cell. Your conviction isn't. Should you transgress?
Let's see here. Subtle steps.
Think you can take me on?
Checkmate.
Lucky.
striking distance.
Step quick.
Talk to me.
Here we go again.
Yes. Keep guessing.
Got to concentrate.
Impero Divi.
Impero Tibi.
Death won't take me yet. Knight to King 5. On cat's paws. Do it. Let's move.
Now they see me.
Have to keep going.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
A better position.
Got to keep fighting.
moving in.
Boat's good to go. All that's left is to ship off. My plan for now is to hide out on the water. Unless you have a better idea. Safe? That's no small claim in these parts. Lead the damn way.
Drift through the dark until time, skill, or luck brings you to Last Light's dock.
Hold there! You can't just land and start unloading strangers. They're procedures, damn it! No one gets in without being tested. Commander Jahira's orders. The commander cleared you, not your friends. Anyone could be infected, so we're checking all new faces. No exceptions. Here, form a line. Let's see if the Absolute's little pet recognizes any of you.
The Absolute's what? What are you doing?
If what you've said is true, no one has anything to fear. If not, well, we'll soon find out. Now, form a line. I'll not ask again. That's it. This won't take long.
Hey, arsehole.
Roland! Oh, thank the gods.
Ketheric's forces are infiltrating this place.
The towers were here. Oh, I don't need anything else. Thanks. Surely Barkus will take care of that. Oh, Barkus. Perhaps later. Was there something else? I have plans in Baldur's Gate. The work of many years' labor that will finally bear fruit. You should look for me once we're in the city. The name Wolverine Bongle will be mentioned among many. I've little doubt. We will. The Iron Hand gnomes have survived worse. Oh, we hail from the same village in the Underdark. We're hung about in the same passel of children. Barkus tends to make more of it than it is. I am more than a part. I am its oil and gears. I am its purpose, its leader. We are inventors of the highest order, matched, perhaps, but never surpassed by the Gondians at the High House of Wonders. But our forebears were foolish, complicit with Saravok's madness over a century past. And so, we were banished. We still are to this day. You agree with such machinations? Duly noted. I have fought tooth and nail to restore our reputation. Particularly against the Gondian detractors who live in glass houses. Our return to Baldur's Gate will usher in a new era for the Iron Hand gnomes. The realm deserves the benefit of our genius. Appreciate it.
Is that blood?
Let's just go already!
Oh, I don't need anything else. Thanks. Very. Was there something else? Dude.
These boots have seen everything.
Child!
Ah, there you are. Everyone seems to be quite aflutter. Do you know why? What? You're... Excuse me. Wolverine!
It's fine.
Where is he?
We're gone. Even if she did, it doesn't matter. Mole needs us. I know, but we need a plan.
Wolverine!
I heard you might be about. How the devil did you get stuck here, Barkus?
I'm not stuck. I came to find you, of course.
Why would you do a foolish thing like that? Really, Barkus?
Unfortunately for me, you're my friend. Rescuing you from mortal peril is my right.
But you didn't rescue me, did you? I rescued myself, with the aid of this helper.
Ah, it's you. I should have guessed. Thank you very much for your help finding Wolverine.
You don't belong here, Barkus. As soon as the way is clear, pack up and head to Baldur's Gate.
But... Wolverine... The rune powder... We need to discuss what you're going to...
I said go home!
Indeed. He does.
Then it's settled. Good day to you both.
Well, there we have it. Wolverine is safe and sound. Thanks to you. I owe you a great deal. The brilliant retort, for starters. Here you are. As promised. I give you the brilliant retort. Now, I believe our business is well and truly concluded. One and the same. Well, once you're used to someone, you're used to them. Well, perhaps Wolverine is right. Perhaps I ought to return to Baldur's Gate. Oh, that's all right. I'm a patient fellow. I'm sure you'll clear a path for everyone soon enough.
Something's on my mind.
Why don't we ask to hear?
You're here! You're all right! How?
We're two tiefling queens, remember? I couldn't leave my favorite bard without her partner in crime. I did have some help from an old friend, though.
How did you do it?
Fingers crossed I'll hear it someday. You should have seen him. He was brave, but also terrifying. In a good way.
I never thought I'd see... well, anyone again. Thank you. 1,000 times, thank you. One last favor. Take this off my hands. It suits you better.
We don't even know the way to Moonrise. That's why we should leave now.
Why are you smiling at me?
I'm just glad you're safe.
Should have run away.
Should we have let them kill everyone?
That is not what I said.
I'm glad it was you who walked through.
Mole would do the same for any of us. You know it.
But how do we get into Moonrise? We can't fight those shadow things.
We could. I beat up those harpies, and they're way scarier than shadows.
You know what Mole would hate more than anything? Bad things happening to us. You've seen what's out there. We wouldn't stand a chance. I know she will. But look out for her, would you? Just in case she needs help.
Have you forgotten what's at stake? Your Iron Hand knows.
Did you enjoy relaxing here while I battled that wretched darkness? What were you thinking?
I'm sorry, we got captured by murderous lunatics!
I thought you were dead, you ass! Both of you!
We're all safe, Roland. That's what matters.
I was just overwhelmed. Doesn't matter.
I'm sorry. We should have been here.
No, it's not your fault. I shouldn't have shouted. I'm sorry.
Thank you for saving me. And the two idiots.
I've lashed out at you, drunkenly and otherwise, and you helped anyway. You didn't deserve that. I'm sorry. And thank you. You went out of your way to help us. It's only right you get something in return. Here. I hope it helps.
I've thanked you once already.
Why are you smiling at me?
I'm just glad you're safe.
Uh-huh.
You're already crying.
You're all right. My gods, you're all right.
Come here, darling. Credit where it's due. Bex, this is the one who helped me and the others escape.
This isn't the first time you've helped us. Saved our lives, really. Why? You make it sound so easy. But I know the lengths you've gone to on our behalf. We'll never forget it. Never, ever. Here. Take these for the road. It's the least I can do. So, shall we go for a walk?
Anywhere, my love. I go where you go.
Time to press ahead.
We did as we was told, General. Followed every order.
The facts suggest otherwise.
You were ordered to retrieve the artifact. You failed to do so.
Us? No, it was Minthara. She got the orders. She...
Enough!
A blast of mental energy washes over you, filling the room. Your tadpole squirms, urging you to obey.
You failed to retrieve the artifact. You failed to protect your true soul. You do not deserve to live.
A new true soul come to share their wisdom?
We did as we were told. We're loyal to the Absolute. Kill him!
Silence!
True soul, you have seen these goblins at work, have you not? What say you?
Lies! I served the Absolute! I did everything I was told!
And there you have it. We're too close to the ending, and the new beginning. I can coddle failure no longer. Kill them, quickly.
What? No!
You creaking old bag of shit!
I'm so sorry, my lord. She's an unbeliever outside my control.
Try again.
No! No!
Dispose of the rest as you see fit. Or better yet, put that true soul to use. You have far more important matters to attend to. Or have you forgotten?
Of course not, my lord. Thank you. You heard the General. The goblins are yours. Deal with them however you wish. Do. Have fun. Here in the seat of the Absolute's power, your authority over them is complete. They will obey any command. Report to me upstairs when you're done.
Please! You gotta help me! For old time's sake! Please! Help me!
Done. Nice and neat. Now, let's report to the lovely Zrel.
The seat of the Absolute's power, occupied by a general that cannot be killed. But his followers are flesh and blood. We must learn more about his power.
An honor.
You'll find traders in the entrance hall.
The corpse regards you.
No valuables, only the Absolute hostages. The many, so many cowards.
The Citadel's power. From this seat, Ketherick defied gods and raised an army for the Absolute. It is not particularly comfortable.
Don't try giving orders.
What's up for discussion?
Good luck, True Soul.
You're not the first to brave the...
No feuding under this roof.
Anything of use?
Wide, gaping sock.
Let's see what this does.
Your wanton criminality is attracting attention. Perhaps you should diffuse the situation before things turn ugly. You've convinced them.
General Thorm's prayers and preparations must not be disturbed. The rooftop is off limits to everyone.
Even you, Disciple Z'rell?
Everyone. Keep watch and ensure that nobody passes. Excellent timing, True Soul. The goblins. Tell me how they suffered. No, better yet, Show me.
Her mind enters yours abruptly, flickering across your memories in a blaze of excitement. A pool of warmth spreads through your mind as she settles on the memory of you commanding the goblins to die.
Oh, I like you. That was inventive and efficient. Plenty. But I hoped someone of your talents would be more ambitious. You came here to answer the Absolute's call. Let's see what you're made of.
She parts the folds of your mind again, touching your wants and hopes, tasting them. Every emotion soaks into her mind's palette. But there is purpose to her exploration. She is searching for proof of your faith. There is a tremor of shared ecstasy as she finds a mirror to her own desire.
Perfect. You crave what all true souls should, to be touched by the Absolute. I have already been blessed to stand in her presence. It was bliss. She gave me everything I wanted. Why not? What's the point in power if you don't get to have a little fun every now and again? She gave me the power to cut the thread of life with a thought. But I can caress as well as cut. That's why you should stay on my good side. And the best way to do that is to serve General Thorm. I have a mission for you.
That's it. Play along. The closer you can get to the General, the closer you'll be to the answers you seek.
Indeed. The Absolute's love for him has made him more than mortal. He is unstoppable. There is a relic that General Thorm requires. He sent his most trusted advisor, disciple Balthazar, to retrieve it. The relic is beneath the Thorm family mausoleum. That is where you will find Balthazar. But we have lost contact with him. Go there, aid Balthazar if you can, and bring the relic home. It is something that General Thorm desires, and that he has ordered us to retrieve. That is all you need to know.
She's suddenly nervous, on edge. Talking about the relic makes her anxious.
I am in awe of the power the relic must hold to be of such importance. General Thorm will not leave Moonrise without it. Fine. Talk to the Bugbear Quartermaster. Tell him he's to share my secret stash with you. And I accompanied him. It was destroyed shortly after he left Moonrise. Hardly a surprise. We're protected here, but outside the shadows are hungry. Death would not silence Balthazar for long. But dead or alive, he is lost. Whatever has become of him, it is the relic that matters. The shadows around the mausoleum are deep and hungry. You'll need a moon lantern to survive them. Take one from Balthazar's chambers. But don't pry. The last person who snooped into his secrets lost their head. I believe he uses it as a chamber pot.
What's in here?
wide, gaping sockets.
It is not your time yet, Blessed One. The rooftop chapel is reserved for the General's private contemplation, save for those he chooses to ascend.
This must be the place. We have to get inside.
You are already changed, true soul. Hearing her voice is what brought you here. But above, you will stand in her very presence. Such an honor requires more. Disciples Rel has given you a chance to earn that honor.
Your tadpole grasps at nothing. She carries no parasite, but you've spent too long reading people not to see what's behind her eyes. Scorn, stark behind her mask of deference.
As you see, true soul, there is so much more for you to learn.
Don't waste a step. Seems simple enough. No traps, please. This gift slate looks like the other. Another story about the Githya.
That might be worth a look.
I spy with my little eye. Nothing of note, really.
Well, hello. A crooked touch. Subtle steps. All right. What's this? Let's see here. Step quick. Yes, please. So, the Night Song is key to Kethric's invulnerability.
Night Song. Not exactly a name I'd associate with the Absolute.
If we find it, we can use it against Thorn, perhaps.
First, we have to find it. And I suspect he keeps it very, very well hidden.
That way.
The necromancer was experimenting on the tadpoles. But they were already imbued with Nethery's magic.
Corpses of illithid parasites.
So where did that magic come from?
Whatever ungodly experiments were performed on them likely killed them. Carved into the bench's rotted surface are strange, half-faded sigils. A magic circle of some kind, thick with darkness and decay.
A ritual circle. And a complex one at that. I've seen such a construction before in the writings of the Weave Pasha Raven, though his vision was not so tainted. I'd advise against it, in your case, at least. No disrespect intended, but this is not your typical magic. It's been mostly drained, but even now contains a powerful dose of shadow weave. The discarded pixie corpses might still contain enough essence. With one of the broken lantern casements... Yes, I think I'll be able to craft one more lantern. And with a slight modification of the casting gesture, it might be able to wield the shadows instead of repelling them. Though, Mistra's eyes may be upon me. And she'd forbid me dabbling with such magic. She'd want it destroyed. Wasted, arguably.
Forget what Mistra wants. Think about yourself, and what Lady Shah's power could do for you, Gale. Make the lantern. Spread her will.
Very well. Stand back, if you please.
It doesn't take much. The sigils fade, the circle's tainted magic dissolving harmlessly into the ether.
Not bad for a wizard who slept through his Kalashite lessons, eh? Did you feel that? If I wasn't surrounded on all sides by the darkness of the Shadow Curse lands, I'd think it was Mistra herself brushing against my skin. That's Mistra's power for you. Where there's even a trace of magic, she will be there to bring it to life. There's clearly some magic in you if you were able to sense her presence. But I think I felt something stronger. She's left some tiny part of herself to watch over me, I think. A boon to help us reach the heart of the Absolute in one piece. True enough. And somehow I doubt that's an order Mistra will be willing to rescind, no matter how many times I impress her. The stakes are simply too high. Strange, though, that she would reward me for such a service now. She's hardly been forthcoming on that front since my banishment. Perhaps I'm overthinking things. A blessing's a blessing, and this one should come in most useful. Excellent choice.
All right, what now? Another step forward.
Keep your distance, darling. Simple.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Stand, soldier. These are the General's private quarters. Wait. Something in your scent is familiar. take me for a teething pup? Get that out of my face. Though whichever whelp owns that thing smells happy, safe. I've not scented such a thing since I was flesh. Since my master brought me back, this place smells wrong. His family is gone, replaced by bootlickers and beasts. You are neither. So tell me true. What is your purpose here? Good. Death itself cannot release you from that duty. Now be about your business, whatever it is. Not your scent. Selûnite magic on your skin. The General once smelled that way, when his daughter still lived. I died the same night she did, my master says, trying to protect her. I do not remember. But he brought me back. I will not fail him again.
At the ready. Seems like a good moment to talk.
Yes, soldier. You'd be the first of the generals. All right, that's enough.
Ketherick's been studying something called the Apostle. But of which god? Bet that will fit in my pack. I'll give it a shot.
Let's crack it open.
Something over there.
That's almost beautiful. Imagine what she'd think if she saw him now. Step lightly. What's in here? A point. I see you. You sneaky little shapeshifter.
I don't fancy their chances.
Here we go again. What's hiding here? Moving in.
Melodia Thorm, loving mother, beloved wife. Her light will never be forgotten.